Hello everybody, my name's Atley. Welcome back to my SnowRunner Hard Mode playthrough, where we are deep into Wisconsin, episode 21 I believe of the Wisconsin series. Picking up where we left off, get our Hatcher Force back on its wheels, because I recklessly tipped it over. So I've configured the Zix to carry some cargo, and then we're bringing the Zix in to both rescue the Thatcher Force and also help with taking the cargo back on behalf of the Force. So the Force is going to have to do the reloading of cargo on account of crane. But to start with, let's just get this thing back on its wheels. Dark, unfortunately, but what can I do? Get it back on its wheels. That's not really going to be good enough, is it? I need to get it on its wheels and pull it out a little bit, because it's just going to tip back otherwise. Yeah, okay. Attack this from a slightly different angle then. Need to pull it forward and get it on its wheels. I was just driving in an area I got no business driving. I wasn't paying attention enough. I think it was a case of thought the episode was over. Wasn't paying enough attention. It's also pretty much out of fuel, so drag it out. That'll do. It'll stay on its wheels there now enough. I've got to put some fuel into it. I'll stick all of my roof into it. I've got a full tank almost filled up before I got here. And then somehow I've got to work out a position where the Force can load the spilled goods. The Zix can sit there for now, and I'm going to want to probably put one of the metal beams in the Zix, and then the other one plus the consumables on the trailer, and then the Zix is going to have to get that trailer out of here, hopefully safely. So change truck into the Force, lights on, got some fuel now. And as I said, if I can get this recovered enough that the Zix can take the... Oh, it's just stuck, isn't it? What's that stuck on it? Right, so I'm going to turn it round, because once the crane work is done and the Zix is taking the goods back, this is going to go back to the warehouse and just grab the last two consumables on its own without a trailer. But my lesson from the last episode is that this gully is rubbish for that red trailer. And I think the challenge I've got, which mentioned in comments for people, is I don't think there's a good route from the quarry to the sort of road and paper factory area. I don't think there's a better route than this one, let's say, which is a bit rubbish because this is a bad route. I'm not going to be able to reach the trailer properly from here. Let's just do this in multiple steps. Handbrake on, crane mode, legs down. At the very least, get one of these metal beams moved into the Zix. Stop my engine. Change truck, Zix. Back gap for me, please. And then I want to get the Zix moved onto the trailer. None of this is without risk. I could end up tipping that stuff over again. But I need the Zix to be the towing platform. Far away. Back it up a little bit more. Right. Kill the engine on the Zix. And then can I get, once this was loaded, could I get the Zix out of here? If I'm careful, I think I could. So therefore, now it's a case of getting the horse moved. To reload that trailer. I did make a right mess of this, didn't I? And then I didn't have time to do anything about it in the episode. And that's partly because I am consciously trying to make my SnowRunner episodes a little bit shorter, a little bit more digestible. Aiming for about 35 to 40 minutes rather than 55 to an hour. And I think that seems to be better. But of course it does mean more episodes per season as well, so I'm not... It's definitely easier for me to edit, but I'm not sure that it's the best thing from a channel perspective. Right. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach those beams from here, but let's get some legs down. Get these two on the front. My handbrake is on. And then I'll just have to get that beam on. Restore the crane. So I had a bit of a look at cargo before starting the episode. And I definitely will need to craft metal beams at crafting zone 1. So I'm glad I haven't moved the generator yet. I think I'll need to craft 3, maybe 4 metal beams. Because after doing the railway track in Grainwoods River, there's another contract which is currently locked to me that requires another 3 metal beams. So I think the way I'm going to approach this now is continue with the current strat of do everything that doesn't need crafting, everything that I can that doesn't need crafting, then do everything that needs crafting from crafting zone 1. So the paper factory sand will wait. When I know that crafting zone 1 is definitely finished with, then I can move on to crafting zone 2 and make the large pipes. And then after that's done and I know it's finished with, move on to crafting zone 3. So paper factory part C is going to be quite a while before I actually finish it. And I'll probably end up doing railway tracks and things on the other map first, just to make sure I've definitely used all the metal beams that I need. Still the crane, stop the engine, change truck, get into the Zix, unpack, repack. That's me fully packed with all the cargo that I dropped. And then before moving this crane, I suppose it doesn't really matter, but I'm going to go and see about using the Zix to get this stuff all back safely back to base. Because if I spill it again, I'll obviously need the crane. And this is obviously a bit dodgy. What's my play here? Maybe I'll avoid the gully, stay on this grass for a little bit, and try and hope that there's a smoother bit of exit from this grass further down that won't tip me over. Won't like it. Oh, not too worried about the Zix so much. I just want to try and not spill that trailer. I'm going to steer downhill. This is a bit rough. Steer downhill and try. How did that not spill its cargo? That was a bit of luck. Yeah, as comments have said, this trailer isn't ideal for any kind of off-roading. But it's the only 4-slot towable, and therefore it's really the only option for a 6-slot combo. And quite a lot of this map's contracts are multiples of 6-slot. You know, 6 cement in the warehouse, 6 consumables needed, etc. And I know you can do it with sideboards, and a 5-slot sideboard is definitely a safer choice, but more trips. But I don't know that I will ever bring this skateboard trailer through that type of off-road gully again. I hate it. Let's not speak too soon, but hopefully over the worst of it now. Right, there we go. Blimey. I can't remember. I don't think I've used the sideboard on the Zix before. But it's pretty cool to give that a go, but obviously it can't self-load, so it's only so useful. Oh, engine off. And deliver 2 consumables and 2 beams. 2 more of each needed. Let's just straighten this up a little bit. And then we're going to jump back into the course. We haven't got a trailer on us, but it's convenient for this truck to go and grab those consumables from the warehouse without a trailer. It's not a great route in to that warehouse. One of the things I discovered when I was looking at the resources needed for the other map contracts. We need 32 wooden planks to make the railway sections. Blimey, that's a lot. That's a hell of a lot. Not looking forward to that. Feels pretty slow after driving that bike so much. Right, so I avoided the gully on the way out last time, and I'm going to see if I can avoid the gully on the way in this time. Drive down this grass bank. It's definitely easier. Well, it's definitely quicker anyway. Nice sunny day. Sun coming down through the canopy. Very good. Right. I believe this is the last thing that I need out of this area. Right. Back the cargo, restore the crane. I'm just going to have a quick look at the map a sec. There's a trail that looks like it's going down there. And I think I might... Do I want to do this? Grab that and take it back while I'm kind of going in that direction across the map without a trailer. Shall I do that? I think I will. So we're going to have a look at getting the White Western Star, is it, that we got to recover? Given there's a trail, it looks like it heads right down there. Let's see about doing that while we haven't got a trailer. Kill two birds with one stone. I've left that White Western Star sat in a field for too long. Got to traverse some boggy mess, but let's get it into diff lock. Tracks up there as well. There are tracks and trails everywhere on this map. It's quite interesting in that regard. That's a proper boggy mess. It's hard to see how this truck would get stuck in that, but then I suppose it's the, as we've said before, it is the ground clearance. It's just bellying out in the mud.
One eternity later.
Alright. Engine off. Engine off. This is absolute madness. There's no way that truck should be that stuck. But, once again, we need the Zix to come and rescue. Which is the truck I should have been using to pull that White Western Star out in the first place, right? What the hell am I playing at? What do I want to do here? I am going to take the 2-slot sideboard trailer to the force as part of pulling it out. I'm just pushing everything else out of the way because some idiot left the 2-slot trailer hemmed in. And what's my best way to get down there? Around the beach? Maybe? To the beach. I should have filled up with fuel while I was at the Phoenix. Oh. I'll go to the beach on the north side of the south side. Which way am I facing now? I'm facing south, aren't I? I'll follow this beach along. I'm pretty sure I can get to where I need to be by that route. And the reason for bringing the trailer is that the force can transfer its consumables over to the Zix and then can go off and get metal beams, which are on that side of the map. And I've gone from doing a little side task because I had time to now taking up more time to recover from it because... But I'll keep forgetting that Tatra Force, as much as I love the truck, it isn't great in anything that's axle deep mud. There they are in the distance. Have I got options here to get down onto that mud? Just whack a Zix into low high. I'm gonna hook a rope onto the front of the force and just pull it to the road. He says bullishly as if that's going to be easy. Nope, wrong truck. And somewhere ahead of me there is a metal framing. Is that it? Zix doesn't mess around. Let's get it all the way to relatively firm ground. Yeah, that's going to be framing up there, isn't it? Dead ahead of me. Detach the trailer. My engine off. Change truck. And then I want to put my two consumables in the back of the Zix. Unpack my cargo. Unpack my cargo, not delete cargo. I've left this low on fuel again, haven't I? Should have refueled the Zix. What's my fuel situation between both trucks? Zix isn't doing too bad. So I'm going to take some fuel out of the Zix into the Force. That should be enough. And then change truck. Pack that cargo. I'm going to get back to the White Western Star because I am going to continue doing the thing that I wanted to do. Just get that White Western Star home. But I'm going to use the Zix to do it. And then as a separate activity, the Force will get some metal beams from this part of the map. Right, Western Star, stop messing about. You're coming with me, pal. And I think I'll do the same beach route that I used on the way in. Might as well turn its engine on. Through there that I came down? I think so. Brute force and ignorance. A recent video Friday said the Tatarian was the king of SnowRunner. I don't know, mate. I think even as a scout, the Ford has you pipped. As much as I love the Tatarian, I think the Ford is a better scout. And king of Tatarian, that's a mighty big claim when the Dragon Wagon's in play. It's all subjective though, isn't it? Ultimately, it's a game and it's what you enjoy the most. I think the strongest argument for best truck in the game is going to be based on versatility. And for that, I think you go some to beat the S07. I think my white Western Star is going to make an appearance on this map because I think I'm going to use it as a medium logging powered trailer. I don't think I'm going to bring the Aramatsu this time. I'll probably use the S07 in long logging config with the crane, plus the Cat medium logs, towing a white Western Star. This is what I intended to do with the Force. Well, that's a rickety old bridge. I was going to use that as my way back, but I don't think I'll bother looking at it. Right, this should complete this. I don't think I have to repair it. Hang on. There you go. $7,200. That's nice. Thanks for your help. Here is your reward. You're welcome, mate. Thank you for my reward. Oh, 2% of fuel. Oh no. Gonna need a fuel rescue. Definitely gonna need a fuel rescue. 2%, 9 litres. I'm just going to leave this here. I'll probably come down with a Ford or something. Maybe the Step. That begs the question whether the Force is actually in a good enough state. With only 44% fuel to do what I want. So there's metal framing here, 4 slots. I can load them up. I would pay to refuel here at $4. I do also need fuel from here, so I suppose I got a choice. I could either get the metal framing now or the fuel now. How many fuel do I need? 4 fuel. Maybe I'll do that. Doesn't matter which one I'll do really. But from a fuel efficiency perspective, I've got to drive through this to get to the fuel station anyway. So yeah, let's do that. Let's go. Let's load up 4 fuel here and then get back to base. Obviously, I've got to get my trailer on. Lights. Camera, action. The trailer pulled in. Attach. And we'll come back for the metal beams. Right, have I loaded up from here before? What type of yard is this? Not one of the convenient ones. We need fuel on the loading platform, ×4. And see if I can chuck some in the trailer from here. Look at that, lot. Beautiful job. Bit rough, but that'll work. Harder to put it in the truck than it is the trailer, then. Restore the crane, pack the cargo, done. That's alright, didn't have to disconnect the trailer. And I gotta get out of here and get some fuel on the way out. And don't tip it over, because if I do, my Zix rescue vehicle needs fuel. Can't quite see the trail. Follow the poles. If in doubt, follow the power poles. Am I out of fuel? No. Why is it struggling? I think I feel like putting a bit of putting a low saddle on the pike, sticking the 5-slot trailer on and running that with that for a bit. Feel like getting a bit of speed on for the next episode. This is all well and good, but yeah, it's a lot slower. Where's that fuel station? Am I going the right way? Engine off, map on. Yes, I am. The fuel station is just here. All I've got to do is get to the fuel station. Don't mind paying $4 a litre when I'm out in the wilds, and it saves me a fuel rescue potentially. There we go. Full to the brim. Let's go. See, that time the useless winch point pulled so far and then just stopped and became useful. And I have noticed them do that a couple of times, but it's just not consistent. Should I be brave and attempt the route that I think would work through this horrible corner? Hell no. Right. Road all the way now. And then this will be the end of the episode. So quite productive really overall, I think. Recovered the mess from the previous episode. Got the farmer's machinery back. Got 2 lots of metal beams, 2 consumables, and 4 fuel. The other 2 consumables are on the Zix, which is out of fuel. Yeah, not too bad. Engine off. and deliver 4 fuel. Done for fuel. So then, in terms of what's left, the 2 consumables that are in the Zix, 2 more beams and 4 metal rolls. So I can get all of those by crafting. I get these metal beams. Just drove past them, but if I get those metal beams, that'll be the 2 that are needed for that step. And then if I got these metal framing and brought them, it doesn't matter which way around I do it, right? But brought them to the metal roll production site, that can make 4 rolls. And that'll be consumables, rolls, and beams all ticked off. And then it'll be large pipes, which I need the Jenny crafting, and bricks, which I'll need the Jenny crafting. But I'll probably leave those and go off and do some Grainwood's track stuff until I know that I'm finished with metal beams and I can move this generator. So next episode we will do the consumables, do the metal beams, get the metal rolls, and that'll be the focus of that one, and then get this down to the point it only needs pipes and bricks. So quite a lot done, I think. I am going to wrap this episode here. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Quite a lot to do in the next one. Hope to see you in that episode. But in the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.